It's fascinating.
Yeah,
part
you can
of
see the
mentality.
ETA on our status tracker. Like,
Yeah,
when do we think
ETA
it'll
has
finish?
constantly shifted from, let's say,
in and it's
2 years to something tangible. Then the effect it has on the morale of the team and everything else, I think that was the beauty of it. The other part I would call out is the ML side of it didn't stop. The ML co-design part of this didn't stop at the launch of at the launch time, and people tagged along. Issues that were left to say we'll figure it out later. People were actively working on it and shipping things that helped with execution time. And I think that is spirit of teamwork and basically not having team boundaries of I did my work, I pass it on to you, is something very powerful.
I was going to say, there's been a lot of focus on how the run itself was challenging and predictions were, but this is despite a tremendous amount of sophisticated planning.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is, of course.
Do you want to say more about
You didn't go
Oh,
there.
yeah, by far the most planning. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we started basically working on this project like a year before we even started training the run itself. And through this, we had a number of very large de-risking runs. We took a lot of care to kind of very carefully sequence all the changes that we wanted to put into it, starting from sort of like very high confidence, known good config. You can think like GPT-4, we really understand this setup from an ML perspective, and just layering things in and being very careful to very carefully study the scaling of all of the changes we're making. So it's not just good enough that we see some amount of win. We also want any win from any new feature to be like persistent across scale and not to be tapering off. Lots of things look good at small scale, don't look good at a large scale. So we had to be very, very paranoid through this process. And really, I think we continue to iterate on our scaling laws methodology. We learned a lot on that front through this de-risking process that's continuing to guide us for future GPTs.